and the temperatures actually will be dropping in certain areas of the Carolinas. We got this kind of back-end banding of snow that's making its way through eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, Cumberland Plateau could get that extra bump in totals because of that elevation gain. It's snowing in western Virginia. It's snowing all the way up here into southern Ohio, West Virginia. It's snowing pretty good into western North Carolina. Now watch how the system amps up. Look at that freezing rain in North Carolina in the pink. It really gets juiced up as this low tries to strengthen here. So we got this just ugly corridor freezing rain right into here. That's all freezing rain. I mean, Charlotte points south into Rock Hill. I mean, even Chester, Greenville, Spartanburg area, into Fayetteville, into Raleigh. And then there's going to be a tight corridor of switching to sleet and then heavy, heavy snow. Who's going to be into that snow? It even wants to show like the far northwest corner of South Carolina staying in snow. I think this could be a moderate event, at least for Greenville, Spartanburg area. Charlotte, this looks the majority of this to stay all frozen precipitation. Charlotte, I mean, Mecklenburg County, for example, is like on this particular run, it looks like the northern half of the county is all snow, the southern half of the county is all freezing rain. And it could be like this. This is going to be a tight corridor. You know, the Carolinas always speak on that I-85 corridor as being the dividing line of snow and just a wintry mix. And this could be just your classic Climo example of that. So we continue. We're getting into Wednesday afternoon, all-out ice storm developing into this area. But north of this, I mean, this is very heavy snow up to Greensboro. Roxboro. I mean, up to Danville, Virginia. Heavy snow moving into southern Virginia. Still snowing up into West Virginia. And then it really cranks up. This is where this could turn into really a significant winter storm. It looks like the moisture kind of lessens up when it crosses the Tennessee Valley in the Mid-South. Still a high-impact event, but it really explodes into here. And just taking a closer look here at the Carolinas and Virginia, and this includes a lot of other states too, this is freezing rain falling in like the 20s. For example, you look at temperatures, that is freezing rain falling. I mean, this is like the coldest rain ever at my house. But this is freezing rain falling deep into the 20s. Just an ugly look with freezing rain. Heavy snow up here. This will be a cold snow. This will be a pretty cold storm where you are getting frozen precipitation. I mean, this is heavy snow falling and pretty cold temperatures up in southern Virginia. Look at the snow moving into Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Richmond. This would be a big snowstorm. You guys have kind of always been in the corridor for the best snow. Richmond, this could be your storm. Look at southern Maryland, getting into the Delmarva. Look at this freezing rain continuing in this area. This is just an awful ice storm. This could be a damaging ice storm in areas of North Carolina, even the PD of South Carolina. You know, how far south is this ice going to get down into like Columbia? The latest Euro says, you know, it doesn't look like it's going to make it. But you look at the run last night, it was much colder. So it's actually ticking warmer than the latest run, especially with 850 millibar temperatures. So that would be good news. Get rid of the ice. We could turn around and tick even colder. But the last couple runs, I would say the last run or two has been a little bit warmer. To continue, looks like Outer Banks getting mostly rain here. And this heads on up the coast and take it up into the mid-Atlantic. I want to show everybody the proper love they deserve here. Here comes this snow. Look at that heavy snow starting to get to southern New Jersey, Delaware. How close in the DC area will you be to a high-impact snowstorm? No temperature issues. It'll be all snow. But, you know, you continue. This heavier snow gets up into New York City. Look at that band of heavy snow. 984 millibar low. I mean, you could get brief blizzard conditions from this. And then this does make it, I mean, all the way into southern New England. As you can tell, the axis of heaviest snow doesn't even quite make it up to Boston. It looks like it gets just there and then it heads on out. So, you know, how close is this going to be for these areas, right? You know, I think down here, it's really this area right now. You could get a blizzard into this area. That low pressure takes a little bit further. So I don't even think you're close to out the woods yet for a major snowstorm in these areas. This looks like, you know, I mentioned this on Twitter yesterday, or social media, Facebook. This could be your biggest biggest February winter storm in a decade. Since that very active February we had in 2015. This could be a big one. All right, so speaking on totals and stuff like that, this is what's going on right now. I want you to watch kind of how this area, right here begins to fill in. Okay, here we go. Latest Euro, here it comes. Boom. Okay. And if you take a closer look at the Carolina, there's a sharp cut. That snow line didn't even move. And I mean that's still a decent snowstorm, but it really gets going in North Carolina. In fact, like outside of the mountains, these areas right here, if you're getting in Virginia, see something more significant than the actual mountains of North Carolina. If you look at the run last night, it was a much more significant snowstorm into North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, so the run last night was, it brought snow all the way into the Raleigh-Durham area. But the run this morning, not as much snow. And then let's just hang out this is Tennessee. This doesn't have a huge snowstorm. I checked. Looks like a few to 7 inch snowstorm. Again, in Kentucky, this is including a little bit what's going on right now, but this could be one of those 4 to 8 inch snowstorms. And then looking at the Mid-Atlantic, it highlights that area of central VA to eastern VA, through the Delmarva, Delaware, up to New Jersey, all the way to Long Island. Very well. This could be in some areas this could be a blizzard, especially the closer you are to the coast, because these coastal areas like Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey are not going to deal with mixing issues. You could closer to like Virginia Beach, Norfolk, than maybe, for sure. But these areas right here, this corridor kind of right into here. I don't think you're really going to include that too. I don't think you're going to deal with any mixing issues. So, let's make this larger again. One thing I will show you is we're not in range of the National Weather Service for everybody. For example, it looks like they did bump up the totals right here in southern. But anyways, we're more range now. So they're starting to show some graphics here in the Kentucky and Tennessee, but this only goes out to Wednesday morning, so we're not quite there for areas of the Carolinas and Virginia. So we don't have those graphics yet, but looking at some icing graphics, I'm going to show you this. This is the latest Euro, and this is probably overdone. This is up over a half an inch of freezing rain in Raleigh, around a 1/4 inch, and Charlotte even gets over 1/10 of an inch in Florence, Fayetteville. I don't think this is going to happen, but it gives you 3/10 of an inch of freezing rain. That would be damaging ice. And, in some areas over an inch of freezing rain. That's way overdone. But it does highlight the area where I'm the most concerned with ice. If you look at the blend of all models, I think it shows it well. And showing over a 1/4 of an inch of freezing rain from this corridor south of Raleigh to Fayetteville to Greenville. Even all the way down to the PD of South Carolina. In fact, just to kind of show South Carolina a little bit more love here where I live. And let's take this all the way through. It even gets, almost a 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain into Columbia, and a little bit of freezing rain in Greenville. So some of these members are still showing freezing rain. All the way down to Columbia. Even a little bit in Augusta. So you gotta watch out for that. Now, just to show you some of these individual graphics, it does have they do have a graphic up between now and 7 a.m. Wednesday for the entire city. It looks like Western Kentucky looks better for more snow, but I don't think this is including the whole entire storm. So just keep that in mind. 3 to 4 inches of snow between now and 7 a.m. Wednesday, and this is including a little bit of the event ongoing right now. So we'll get this event on out the way that we're dealing with right now. As we get into this evening's video. But Nashville going for around 3 inches of snow, Lafayette 3 inches, Clarksville, we're just not in range of eastern Tennessee yet. It's just between now and 6 a.m. Wednesday. We're not in range of eastern Tennessee yet. So Just to kind of round this off, I do want to speak on temperatures. This is Wednesday morning low temperatures per the National Weather Service. Very cold temperatures. You get below zero once you get into areas of northern Oklahoma, points north, even the panhandle of Texas. I mean, look at these low temperatures. Okay, and then we start to get into Thursday morning. We got snowpack on the ground. I mean, Springfield going for a low of -6, single digits into Arkansas. I mean, even cold all the way to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Not expecting any accumulating winter weather. But I mean, even with nothing on the ground into the mid to low teens, we're going to get into single digits. I mean, probably as far south as northern Mississippi with a little bit of snow on the ground. Look at these temperatures. I mean, it's just brutal temperatures, guys. And then it begins to moderate a little bit, but still very cold Friday morning. And then it starts to get a little bit better. Still sub-freezing lows as we get into Saturday morning. And then we look at the eastern U.S. starting Wednesday morning. Cold, but you can tell the cold air mass has not moved into the southeast yet. Then we're starting to get into Thursday morning. Cold temperatures, but then you look into Friday morning. Friday morning will be very cold across Virginia and Carolina. I think it could be much colder than what it's showing in this area right now. For example, a little bit closer. Let's look at this. Right here. So this is Friday morning. I think temperatures could be much colder than this, especially up into here in North Carolina and Virginia. I think that we could get some single digits after whatever falls, you know, after midweek. So, yeah, very cold temperatures on the way. Talking about today's weather, this line of storms will continue to sweep through the area. In fact, I want to see if this line of storms has actually hit my house. If it did, it was not that loud. Ooh, it's about to hit now. So I need to wrap up this video because I want to nerd out and look at the storms. But line of storms will sweep through the Carolinas, Georgia, the Panhandle, Florida, northern Florida. And by the time we're into later this evening, we're done. Cold air begins to move in, and we actually could get some snow showers later this evening into Kentucky, northern Tennessee, eastern Tennessee, western Virginia. We're going to get some northwest flow ongoing into West Virginia. So it turns back to stay like that all week. Now up here in the northeast, moisture continues to move into this area. Gusty, strong winds. Any winter weather in southern New England switches to go to rain. And you actually could get some thunderstorms into southern New England maybe this afternoon. We'll see what happens with that. At 975 millibar low shooting through New York. And that will definitely change stuff to rain temporarily before cold air wraps behind the low. Big winter storm will continue up here in Maine and New England. And then we're done with it by the time we're waking up tomorrow morning. Just, you know, the snowfall forecast between now and about Tuesday. Going for 1.5 feet of snow in northern Maine. Big snow will continue up here in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. I know I'm kind of breezing through this area pretty quick, but this is kind of now. It's happening right now. And additional ice totals will continue to be worrisome across New England. Ice will continue to accumulate in some of these areas. Let me know what you've seen up in New England, or what you've seen at the end of the storm. I would love to know some reports up here. This is definitely a nasty winter storm. South Central U.S., a quiet weather day. This will change, as we mentioned, later in the week. So enjoy your somewhat calm weather in this area. Some light snow will begin to move into northern Missouri already for tomorrow morning, as just light snow kind of drops down the cold air. Up here in the north central U.S., we'll get some lake effect snow that will pop off Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. So by the time we get into this evening, kind of a snowy night for the UP of Michigan and off Lake Michigan, and then here's some snow developing across the Midwest down here. But snowfall between now and the next 48 hours. This area right here in this kind of purplish red color, that's over 1 foot of snow forecast. So unfortunately, I know Lisa's tired of snow up here in the UP. You're going to continue to get a lot. So winter's far from over up here, and then just kind of dipping a little bit south into lower Michigan. Definitely some light snowfall accumulations, a little bit heavier up towards the northern areas of lower Michigan. And then western U.S., what you're looking at, some snow, winter weather will fly across the higher elevations, and you guys up here in Montana will get some snow today. Probably snow most of the day. You know, could add up to a good bit of accumulation. In fact, just to kind of look up here in this region, this is how much snow you could expect. Even Helena, I mean, you guys are going to get a lot. You know, Yellowstone National Park, a lot of snow up in these regions. So definitely a good bit of snow up in this up here in this region. So temperatures today, cold front will sweep through. It'll be very warm ahead of the cold front like in Florida. But cold air kind of surges in. In fact, you might struggle to get above freezing in certain areas as far south as Tennessee. Sharp cold front will continue, and you will spike as far as warmth ahead of this cold front, but cold air kind of crashing back down. And this is the western U.S. You're froze up here in Montana and the Dakotas for sure. So God bless all y'all. Have a wonderful day. We'll do it again this evening, and yeah, have a great day. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Good Saturday morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing awesome out there this morning and having a wonderful start to your day and a great beginning to your new weekend out there so far. We have a ton of information to go over in this morning's video. This might be one of my longest videos ever, and I just don't want to miss anything. There's a lot to cover. The first thing we'll talk about is this weekend storm system. It's getting going right now. There's a winter weather side to this. There's a severe weather portion of this storm system today and into even into tomorrow morning. We'll speak on all of it, and then there is a flooding risk to this storm system, and this flooding threat is potentially the most high impact portion of this storm out of everything. So we're going to talk about every single thing with this storm system. I'm not going to miss really anything. And then we're going to speak on next week's storm system, which can bring a swath of winter weather pretty far south. I'm not talking about the Gulf coastline or anything like that, all the way down to like the Panhandle, nothing just sort of like that. But it's going to bring a high impact winter storm. I mean, maybe as far south as areas of the southeast, the south central U.S. We're going to speak on everything. So this is a long video throughout the entire video. I certainly appreciate you guys, but I definitely understand if you just need to watch what you want to watch. But just utilize those timestamps. This will definitely be a long video, and I might have to take some breaks here and there just to drink some water. But I don't want to miss anything. I'm very passionate about this. I don't want to miss any of those details. We're moving into Virginia Beach, south is northern Mississippi, a little bit of snow on the ground. Look at these temperatures. I mean, it's just brutal temperatures, guys. It begins to moderate a little bit, but still very cold Friday morning. And then it starts to get a little bit better. Still some freezing lows as we get into Saturday morning. And then we look at the eastern U.S. starting Wednesday morning. Cold, but you can tell the cold air mass is not moving into the southeast yet. And then we start to get into Thursday morning. Cold temperatures, but then you look into Friday morning. Friday morning can be very cold across Virginia and the Carolinas. I think it could be much colder than what it's showing in this area right here. For example, getting a little bit closer.
I got some shit to say too though. All out CCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB tame me, y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street, I ain't even gonna lie. The Dub too. And who else? I ain't gonna lie, there's many more. Hollow Hill, Parkside, Bud, Blue for Bud, all them niggas. Is the real disrespectful. I'm gonna fuck who you is. I will disrespect you. That's how I'm carrying.
That's a lot of ops.
It's more too.
That's gotta be like most of the city right there.
I got some shit to say too though. All ops, CCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB tame me, y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street. I ain't even gonna lie. The Dub too. And who else? I ain't gonna lie, there's many more. Hollow Hill, Parkside, Bud, Blue for Bud, all them niggas. Is the real disrespectful. I'm gonna fuck who you is. I will disrespect you. That's how I'm carrying.
That's a lot of ops.
There's more too.
That's gotta be like most of the city right there.
I got something to say too though. All out CCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB tame me, y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street. I ain't even gonna lie. The Dub too. And who else? I ain't gonna lie, there's many more. Hollow Hill, Parkside, Bud.
Big King, weak bitch, bomb ass nigga gonna say something. You gonna be locked up. Like you thought that was cool? You want Scud to be locked up because you can't sign? Don't want to be up to that other thing. Rondo didn't want him to be locked up. Big King, weak bitch having bomb ass nigga gonna say something. He gonna be locked up. Oh, good. Like you thought that.
Big three. That's still. Big three. That's still. Big three.
You want to fight me? Well, if you insist, I guess.
So, what do you think of my new, I think you'd call it an update? It's pretty cool, right? Maybe you should download an update of your own or whatever.
the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more.
Let me start all over. First, I used to play basketball with Cheese back when we were kids. I used to play basketball with Cheese. Cheese was good at ball. I used to play basketball with Cheese when we were young boys. Bang. Then I started, but later on though, I started renting the car from somebody and he owned his own studio. So I rented the cars, bang, and he had his own studio and he was already backing Cheese. He was already putting money behind Cheese, helping Cheese with his own little shit. Him and his brother Mac.
Did you always know he was Gilly's son?
No, I never knew that.
Really? He kept it kind of low key?
Yep. Yeah, they never really liked it to just say like, yo, yeah, I'm just it. They liked it to, they wanted to build their own name.
Right.
So, cause there's a couple of them, is Mac, Cheese, and it's New York, LA.
Okay.
She's big too. She's big. She's one. You gotta look into her. New York, LA. She's big. She's big. She just dropped a song with Brent Fayez, ASAP Rocky. Yeah, like she's big. Yeah, like that's my baby. I'm from New York, LA. That's my baby girl. I was with Cheese at the studio at the dude that rented the cars out and shit, and we were chilling, bang. Me and Cheese ended up doing a couple songs, and I was renting the cars off of one of the dudes who owned the studios, and I took one of his cars and I kept it. He mad at me for stealing the nigga cars.
He's like a police dog. I had a scenario in my head where I was like, what if Skrilla jumps out of his seat and can't handle the dog coming up to him? Because that's going to be crazy to me if you're so comfortable with the Jays but not comfortable having a dog come sniff you. But you actually seem kind of comfortable with it. So.
No, I got two huskies. I got two Siberian huskies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But fucking I was in the studio with Cheese for the last couple of days though, like in the studio with a dude who rents cars out, and he had a studio. I was in the studio with Cheese for the last couple of days. We were in the studio making songs back to back, boom, boom, boom. And but before we even made our first song, the bull who rents the cars out, he was asking me like, yo, you could do a song with Cheese. And I looked at him like, bro, Cheese is my fucking man. I'll do a song with Cheese. Fuck, if you ask me, bro, if Cheese asks me, nigga, I'll do a song with Cheese all day. So me and Cheese did a song, bang. And the nigga who I was renting the cars from, after we did our songs, boom, 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 I took one of the dude's cars and I kept the car. And I never gave it back to him. I was driving back and forth from LA and Johnny, going to the studio, LA and Johnny. I was running around everywhere doing everything in the Johnny.
You were driving back and forth from Philly to LA?
Yeah, in the Johnny.
Why?
Oh, and New York, in the Johnny. Like, just cause this was before I signed and everything. I was spending all my money in the rapping, and I was starting to get fucked up. I wasn't trying to buy, and I just smacked my Durango out. But I got a garage where I got 5 smacked out cars in the garage.
Why not just get on a plane?
Because I don't put insurance on it. No, to New York.
It's back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, I got 5 cars that I smacked out inside a garage. Shout out my man Dennis. He got all my cars in his garage. I'm the first nigga in Philly with a Fisker Karma.
Why don't you get insurance?
I just a dickhead. I'm just a dickhead. But
you have a hard time thinking about the future?
Yeah, I just don't.
Just in the moment?
Yeah. You ever heard of a Fisker Karma?
No, what's that?
I got a Fisker Karma and I wrapped it on. And it's an electric and gas car. When the sun out, it collects solar. It's got a solar panel on the roof where it collects energy where it would never die. And it collects gas too. Fisker Karma, bro. Hottest car. And I got 2 Chargers in there. I got a Caddy truck. I got a whole bunch of cars in the garage that I smacked out. Doing dickhead shit. And fuck all that shit though. Me and Cheese did a couple songs together. And then sad to say that shit happened though. That shit happened. And I was just about to drop my tape, my album tape, whatever you want to call it, Underworld. And I'm the person that started that dark music, that dark sound. Like you literally tuned into my music. I'm the first person that started that dark. Yeah, I'm the first person to start. And then on top of that, I'm talking about my religion, my Orishas and everything. Like I'm really, like that's really not. I started that shit. But fucking while I was putting my album, my tape together, Cheese had died 2-3 days before that, and I'm like, yo, I gotta put Cheese on there just to keep his name alive and everything. You know, I just felt some type of way, and I just wanted to put Cheese on there. And my tape, I was trying to drop my tape the next 3-4 days, but I had to get it clear. You know, I had signed, so I had to get it clear through somebody that Cheese, a so-called manager or whatever. So I was trying to contact everybody. I was trying to contact Gilly, Wallow. I was talking to New York, LA, Gilly's daughter. I was talking to everybody that I knew from Cheese, and nobody was getting back to me. So we ended up getting in contact with Cheese's mother, and she just was like, yo, yeah, you could drop the song, but we need the royalties. We need to have a certain percentage of the royalties, like 50% or 60%. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot, but I'm with whatever. Y'all can have 100% though, just because of what happened. I'm doing it for him.
Right.
So she ended up clearing it and doing everything, and I ended up being able to put Cheese onto my album, and that's what I really wanted. So shout out to Cheese though, and giving everybody though, but that's what I really wanted though, just for him though. But rest in peace, Cheese though, long live Cheese though.
Right. Nah, man, that was
fucked up though, cause he was a good person. He wasn't on none of that. He was a good dude though.
Right.
He didn't deserve that shit.
Really, because that's why like a lot of people have kind of wondered is what kind of life was he living that, you know, might have ended him up in that kind of situation.
Nah, he wasn't even living that type of life though. Like he was just a regular Philly dude though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do regular Philly shit though. Like little weed, little small little shit though. But he wasn't running out here on little King Von shit trying to kill her. You know what I'm saying? Though, like, I fuck with Cheese though. Cheese wasn't on no drawing ass shit though. Like Cheese a real nigga. Like I fuck with him. You know, he stay in his place. Cheese good dude. Cheese good dude.
One of the things I saw that was like real disturbing was that, and, you know, it's always like when somebody gets killed or somebody dies, you just like a competition to come up with the worst fucking thing you could possibly say about it on the internet. But a lot of people were trying to put it on Gilly and say like, oh, you abandoned your kid or some shit, as if he wasn't his own man. Like he didn't want to go just follow his dad around. He was trying to build his own thing, you know?
Yeah, no, he definitely, they definitely ain't, well, they definitely, I ain't even trying to waste the fucking interview talking about somebody, but like, he definitely wasn't on that trying to be, he was trying to be his own man though, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be my dad's baby boy, you feel me? Like, I'm a father too. I'm not trying to, I don't want everybody to look at me and be like, yo, there go, what's his name, dad, like that, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you're even saying that he wasn't just like making it super known or talking about that being his dad, especially given the fact that his dad has become like a really fucking big deal in rap over the past however many years. Yeah. That to me just makes me think like, oh, this is a dude who was trying to carve his own path. If anything, he was probably kind of like inspired by seeing his dad.
Yeah, facts. That's exactly what he was on though. That's exactly what he was on. He was just trying to make his own route. He definitely was trying to make his own path. Yeah, he just wasn't trying to be his dad's baby boy though. He wasn't trying to be his dad's baby boy. He wasn't trying to be no fucking King Combs. He wasn't trying to be no King Combs.
But I mean, it's crazy seeing people say that shit because that's like what percentage of us take in our father's footsteps? Like very, very few people just like line up behind their dad to like get into the business that he was in.
Yeah, only person I can know that I can say that do that, man, is like that's doing that is like LeBron's son, like, yeah. Cause I don't even know his name. I don't even know his son's name. I just know that that's Brian. Yeah, that's LeBron Jr. Yeah,
right. But shit, if you don't make it to the NBA, you're gonna have to figure out his own thing, and it's like he might not want it to be 100% based on his dad's fame, you know?
Yeah, no real shit, facts.
Yeah.
Hey yo, how long you be taking to drop your interviews though? Like, one of my mans did they join. My man Prince Dre did this joint. You ain't never dropped Prince Dre joint?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't go up crazy though?
It did pretty good. It might have taken like a week or two to get it out, but well, I'll try to get this out within a week. We got a shitload on deck, so.
Hey.
Style or substance? Or here's another choice. Don't stop until you have everything. In the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate, we are professional grade.
Not everyone's life runs in straight lines. At Sophia, we get that. Our flexible, affordable, self-paced college-level courses help thousands of people just like you complete their degrees for only $99 a month.
I ain't gonna say
that's
it's
like
a
a
gang.
real gang.
No, I ain't gonna say it's a gang though, cause I ain't gonna say it's a gang though, cause we got like, you know what I'm saying, the cops is all on man. It's not a gang, it's just a rap group though. Just like how they doing that shit with YSL.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying?
The same type of thing.
Yeah.
Group of rappers and like people that.
Hard performance indeed.
You disappoint me. Is that the best you've got? Do you actually think you can defeat me?
What?